Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to our channel.
Roll up. What?
Let's get that coin.
So we did not understand how Bitcoin works in the last video, so we're trying again, because if at first you don't succeed,
You try and try again.
boom.
Yes.
We're gonna understand it by the end of this video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm confident about it.
I am not, but we're gonna learn or we're gonna die trying.
Hey.
Wow. It's too intense.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're just gonna try our best, because that's just enough. Alright,
So unless you're that lady fishing around in her gigantic purse for a checkbook in the grocery lineup, you've probably gotten used to the idea of a paperless, post-cash economy by now.
I have. Have you?
Who
I have.
wants to carry around a bunch of bills and coins
Who wants
when you
to?
can just tap your card and get the same adrenaline rush followed by the same instant regret? So maybe it
really
isn't
just came through
surprising
it.
He just-
that completely
right off the bat,
digitized
boom. Wait,
forms
make
of
it a bit
currency,
lower.
namely cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
are becoming
I think
more
maybe that's too
popular.
low.
We
One
gave
more,
a high-level
Because we haven't-
overview in this episode, but today we're going to discuss Bitcoin specifically in a bit more detail.
Okay,
because it's the
tell me
most
about this
recognized
Bitcoin.
cryptocurrency at the moment.
Coins.
What is it that makes Bitcoin transactions different from shopping on Amazon with a credit card digitally?
Right.
But
That's a
we
good
might already
question.
know that
That's
while
an excellent
normal-
question. What's his name?
He didn't introduce himself.
That's bad
That's
manners.
my only one complaint about this video so far is we like him and we don't know what to call him.
What's your name? Who are you?
Electronic transactions still involve conventional money. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning that its distribution and exchange aren't controlled or regulated by a government or other authority. And the technical side of things is also very different.
Okay.
Traditional currency goes through a central
into it.
payment processor, like your credit card company. But all Bitcoin transactions, whether you're purchasing goods or just sending Bitcoins to a friend because you're a nice guy, are processed
girl.
by a large
You don't know anybody.
distributed network of computers running special software. So whenever a
I can barely
transaction
hear it
occurs,
now.
the network
There we go.
with
Sorry.
traditional currency goes through a central enters this information
Okay.
onto the end of a ledger
with it so
or
far.
record
Me too.
called a blockchain.
That's the blockchain.
The blockchain is updated over 100
Sorry, what's the blockchain?
The blockchain is nothing more than pieces of information about who sent what where. Hey!
times per day and is sent to every computer that processes Bitcoin.
Okay.
Because each transaction is encrypted with public key cryptography, which you can learn more about here, and verified by multiple points in the network to ensure that every computer that processes Bitcoin is using identical, correct copies of the blockchain, it is virtually impossible to counterfeit. This verification process is performed by what are called Bitcoin miners, computers or other processing devices that individuals like yourself connect
Yes.
to this
He's
large
explaining it
processing
better.
network.
But sorry,
Miners.
he's
This
explaining
is
it
what miners
differently because miners, it looks like they're looking for gold, while the miners in the other video was talking about what? Oh, they control the ledger and see that it's
No, they
the
maintain the ledger. They
Okay,
check it.
control,
They
ma-
check.
they maintain the ledger.
I think this is perhaps what's really, really clever about cryptocurrency is it's both at the same time. They get an incentive to do their job because they get little bits of Bitcoin, but their job is to just make sure the whole thing works. Like without the miners, there's no Bitcoin. Because they're the ones that are making sure that everything gets checked and double checked and added to the blockchain. Does that make sense?
Yes. So they're mining for coin.
Yeah. By using their computers to solve some sort of problem, which we don't know yet, but
The math problem.
a math problem.
That we saw in the previous video that we got really confused on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't watch that video.
Software that runs works by grouping recent transactions into blocks,
Oh,
which
smart.
are only accepted by the rest of the network if the block is hashed correctly, which requires the computer to find correct numerical values, a time-consuming and compute-intensive process. But what's in it then for the members of the processing network? Ah, I'm glad you asked. So, once a computer does successfully process a block, it's added to the blockchain, and the system generates a new Bitcoin that goes into the miner's digital wallet as a reward.
The system
so
generates.
your computer ends
Ooh!
The
See,
system
last
generates.
week we're like, who gives that point? We were wondering who makes that coin. Like, where does that come from? The system.
But what does that mean? Where does the system come from?
Who is the system?
Who is the system?
What is the system? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Literally creating money for you out of nothing.
But no!
Nothing comes out of nothing.
Exactly.
Who are you, God?
That's my problem with this. It doesn't make sense. There's something that's fishy.
It's fishy.
I'm smelling...
Smell a rat.
What? No, I'm smelling inconsistency. Nothing comes from nothing.
Ow! Where do I sign up? You can just mine Bitcoin and never work again? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. It takes a lot of processing power to generate an appreciable amount of Bitcoin. And since the system is designed for it to take about 10 minutes to successfully process a block, the difficulty of mining generally increases as more nodes join the network. The costs of entry are fairly high. In the early days, you could mine on your spare laptop. Then, for a while, high-end graphics cards were popular choices thanks to their highly parallelized, number-crunching optimized architectures. But these days, though it should be noted that this doesn't necessarily apply to other cryptocurrencies, these days, Bitcoin can only really be profitably mined using specialized mining appliances called ASIC miners. Unlike graphics cards, these can only be used for Bitcoin mining in most cases, and they can cost thousands of dollars
5.5 kilograms.
Oh yeah, and they suck a ton of power too, which, due to high electricity rates in many parts of the world, can kill any chance of profitability for the average person. So it's obvious why people are mining Bitcoin. I mean, there's profit to be made, but why do other people want it? Well, some people are mistrustful of banks and governments to keep their money secure and have a lot more faith in Bitcoin's redundant blockchain system, especially as more and more retailers begin to accept cryptocurrency. Others like the partial anonymity that Bitcoin offers. The only thing that necessarily
the anonymity makes me fishy. It doesn't make,
Why?
It makes me worried. Like, why they say they're transparent, and they say, but who's that? We're so transparent. Is it transparent or is it anonymous?
It's both. Is it transparent or is it what?
Anonymous.
But I think it's more transparent than the current banking system.
Oh yeah, the current banks, it's just, no.
Have you forgotten how to speak English in the past 5 minutes? Bitcoin has scrambled your brain.
It's a lot.
I'm
What's
done
that
with
guy?
you.
What's the guy's name that invented?
Satoshi Nakamoto. So, yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, I should have been more confident. Satoshi Nakamoto.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
If this is wrong, they will never trust us ever again.
I don't know.
Look it up.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Okay.
Boom.
to a particular Bitcoin address is an encryption key. Plus, you could grab a new address for each transaction you make. In fact, many paid VPN services accept Bitcoin payment for people who are concerned about staying incognito online. Still others look at Bitcoin as an investment, though you should tread carefully here. Because Bitcoin is completely unregulated, there is no guarantee of its value, not even a flimsy one. So investing lots of money in Bitcoin, at least for now, is considered speculative level risk. However, the system is designed so that by the year 2140, no new Bitcoin will be produced, leading some to believe that down the line it'll be a more secure virtual commodity of sorts that will provide a hedge against inflation of traditional currencies.
Wow.
Kind of like how some people invest in gold bars.
Did you become any wiser?
Yeah.
You did? Can you please, for the love of me, explain?
The love of God, not the love of me.
Oh, I am God. Ego's bad. Okay, sorry. For the love of God, can you explain to me and the people the key system, mathematical thing, the blockchain, the Bitcoin? How is it not being possible to be hacked? Why is it a smart system?
Okay.
It's a lot of questions.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And just give me a second.
Compose yourself.
Really. Okay. So,
So,
I want to send money to you.
yes.
Yes.
Send me the money.
I put your address in, your wallet address.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then with my key, it signs the transaction to say, definitely it was me that's sending this money
Right.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
The two codes.
like the system smashes that together. So it smashes my key with your address and all the previous parts of the blockchain. Yeah. And I think that it generates a new code with every transaction you make, right?
Right.
So you can't just copy somebody's key and steal it because it's different every single time. So it smashes all those things together, and it creates a number, and then all of the computers in the network have to try and guess that number. And that's the maths problem. I don't know exactly how it works. And if it's something that people are interested in, we can do a video on the maths behind it, because I'm sure someone will be able to explain it. But I don't think it's that relevant. It's just maths.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens then?
What happens then is the computers race to guess the number, and they can only do it by trial and error. So they can only do it by just guessing. There's no formula, and it takes a lot of processing power to just guess number. And the first computer to do it wins the race. That is then the correct solution. It's added to the blockchain, and they get a reward in the form of a little bit of Bitcoin. That is what I understood from everything that we've watched so far, and I am not 100% sure that that is correct, but it sounds like it should be. Like, it sounds really logical. That's smart, because there's an incentive for everybody on the network to keep constantly checking the ledger to make sure that the transactions match, because they get money from it. Bitcoin. It's smart. And it can't be forged. It can't be forged because every maths problem that's created is completely random and unique, because it's just made by smashing loads of different unpredictable things together. How much sense does that make?
What is Bitcoin?
You're joking me.
What is Bitcoin?
You're joking me.
What is Bitcoin?
It's digital money.
Okay. What is blockchain?
Blockchain is the technology that Bitcoin is based on. Blockchain are blocks of information in a chain that are completely decentralized, because every computer on a blockchain network constantly checks and rechecks the blockchain so that it's very, very secure. You can't hack the blockchain because you'd have to hack all of the computers that hold the ledger.
What's a ledger?
The ledger is just the record of every information that's been added to the blockchain, every piece of information.
Okay.
And every computer has an identical ledger because that's the ledger.
Right. And who are the miners?
The miners are the computers on the blockchain network, who are constantly checking the blockchain. They check the blockchain by making their computers guess answers to maths problems that are generated during transactions. The transaction creates a maths problem, and all the miners race to solve the problem to add a block to the blockchain, and they mine Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain. They mine Bitcoin from solving that math problem.
You know what? I feel
that felt right. I said it. It's like it came through Satoshi Nakamoto, through me and out of my mouth.
No, but that makes sense.
It makes so much sense.
Yes.
I hope that that's right. Please comment and tell me if you know about crypto. How correct was that on a scale of 1 to 10? Or was I like so far off the mark? Maybe I invented a new thing. That's not how Bitcoin works, but that's how Bitcoin should work.
Jethereum. Jacoin. Fantastic.
Alright.
Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment down below. What else should I do?
Comment if you know that I'm wrong or not. Yeah, let us know.
Like this video if you liked it. Don't like it if you don't like it. And follow us if you're new. I think everyone is new.
Everyone's new. We don't have any friends.
We have literally maybe 10 subscribers. Fantastic! So follow us and help us grow.
Bye.
Bye.